All right, so let me tell you something. Let me tell you a fact. You want a fact? Here's a fact. This is probably the worst Labyrinth I've ever played, bro. This thing was just annoying. Was it hard? Yeah. I would say it's not easy. Don't think that. Like, there's been some very easy labyrinths. This is not one of them. I would say, like, on the hard spectrum, 60%, right? It's not like middle ground in my opinion. It's definitely a rough one. Very annoying gimmicks, very stupid gimmicks. And yeah, I beat it on global. It took me 3 attempts. I'll be honest here. First 2 attempts. When I knew I have the global device here. When I knew the run was scuffed, I just went and bought those little crystals that will carry over. So just realize that if you are aware, run is dead, just buy the crystal, dude. It's a very annoying thing, but this is the team that I beat it with. I'll show it to you now. I'll show you the gameplay of how I beat it also. But this is the team. Dude, this thing was just annoying, right? But there is a truth that I will share with you. Let me claim all this stuff over here. But I used a very similar format of a team on JP, and that's what I want to share with you. Also, the shop is here. Realize that it's giving you 50 LR coins, which means that grinding this is going to take a while, right? 40 per. It's going to take a little bit of time. So make sure you're ready for it. Definitely not as bad as the other one, given this one has depths, right? Without depths, this game is dog crap, or this mode is dog crap. I don't like refarming the entire thing. So with depths, nice little leverage or a little easier way to do it all. But yeah, with that being said, let's hop into the gameplay. Let me share everything with you. Like and subscribe, it helps out a ton. If you beat it because of this video, just leave a like. I appreciate it. So, and subscribe up, helps out a ton. So let's hop into it. All right, we have the video clip here. I have the full gameplay. I'll explain everything that I did and why I did it, and I'll go through all the gimmicks and things that I learned throughout my my playthroughs. I'll be honest, how many times did I play this? I think 4 times. So I did it originally on KR, right? I did it on KR. I did it 4 or 5 times to KR because first the translation was issues there. So I messed up with some of the passives, but it did on the runs that I did, it was around the same team, right? So what I would recommend is the first character you need to get is Gother, Red Gother. Why? He will cheese about 60% of the stages. Realize now that this is the final boss, or this is the labyrinth that has the worst gimmicks, right? Some bosses, keep this in mind, which in my opinion is how they ruined it. Some bosses actually have it where they cannot be debuffed, okay? Not like standard stages, the end boss. No, randomly you'll get a floor boss right before that last boss, and that boss can't be debuffed. So in a lot of situations, Gother is useless. A lot of situations, any debuff-based character is useless. There will be an option where you can pick up Hell. I wouldn't pick her up. I haven't seen anybody beat it with Hell, actually. I haven't, so I don't know. But what I will say is there's a Hell pickup. Don't do it, because most bosses here can't be debuffed. And again, randomly, you'll get a boss encounter. You're like, what the fudge? Can't be debuffed. Can't use any sort of seal team, debuff team. You can't use anything, right? So raw power is all you have to kind of gimmick your way through those things. And I will also say, most of the bosses aren't even that bad. What it is the standard floor bosses and not the end ones. I'm not when I say bosses, I'm talking about the last slot on each floor. No, it's just random things like this, right? Randomly you'll get Guild Thunder here and 2 of the other Holy Knights, and it's just an annoying boss. That's all it is. And it constantly pops up. There's one with Galland and Melascula. There's one with who was it? It was so annoying too. It was a duo demon boss. I don't know who it was exactly, but it's another annoying one, right? And they randomly pop up. So just keep this in mind. It's gonna happen constantly. There's one where it's that one boss in the depths pops up in the earlier floors, and you have to go against him. Also an annoying boss. So realize that that's a thing here. The characters you should be chasing, I have a list over here that I wrote down. It will be Escanor. Green Escanor is a character you really want to chase. He carried me through majority of it on both KR and Global, both just very good character. Beyond that is Gother, Red Gother, the one that I originally mentioned. Beyond that, there's actually, what is it? It's Nunchuck Bond. Nunchuck Bond has the ability to debuff and then extort after that. It does help. He does stay alive a lot, but during boss stages, he gets full like an omelet, right? Because it's an AoE and then debuff based. So realize that now, but a lot of the floor bosses, Nunchuck Bond did come in clutch. Next up is Scotty. If you could pick up Scotty, it's another character. A lot of the buffs here, a lot of the buffs here are attribute based, and it is heavy on speed. Every run that I got on both JPKR or both KR and Global were attribute based, being speed, and really, by the end of this all, just know this now, you're going to be picking up most likely a character that is Melee, that is Escanor, or rather Mael, light and dark characters versus the speed attribute. The way that I would say it is, from the attribute that I've seen the most effective, is going red attribute, so strength attribute, and picking up Matrona, okay, and Scotty. That team is actually pretty nasty. Why? Because you have a basically a shield or a taunt, and that taunt is very, very good. The team that I ended up winning on this one required Droll. I think that a taunt is a very big thing, and you need it, right? So if you want to win this, use a character that has a taunt, that being, again, Droll, pick that up, or again, that being a character like Matrona, right? Both characters are very good. If you go for that attribute running red, you want to strengthen red as much as you can. Remember, Green Escanor was my tank, and I really didn't buff him at all. Mainly the buffs were given to speed, that being attack and HP and defense, right? So again, that's why my Droll was able to tank so much as he did. In the later floors, he died, right? I was forced to chase revives. Another thing they changed this entire thing, which is so stupid. They removed the ability to go and grab a revive right after completing a boss stage. So realize, most of the time, you're going to die to a boss, one character or two characters. Nope, no revive for you until you complete half the floor, and then we'll give you a revive. Very, very stupid gimmicks here. But it's just a little annoying, dude. Trying to beat it. Did take some time. I'll be honest, it did take some time. Most of the time, the only boss that I got stuck on really was the third floor final boss. No, third floor starter boss. There's like a green one. That guy nuked me, bro. I'm not gonna lie, he kind of nuked me. But as you see, the passes that I went for were more opened, right? I don't like the, when completely filled, ones, but I'm pretty sure I went for that. I was reading these, I'm like, what do I do, bro? What do I do? I think I went with this one here. One of these, no, I went with that? No way I did. No way I did. No, I didn't, yeah. This makes more sense, right? 50% raw, better than the 5% for just blue, right? Here, I saw Droll, taunt character. I was like, I know I need this character. Why Droll is also really good is because of Petrify. He has the ability to Petrify, and that will help you too. There is Blue King, another character, has a heal, a debuff removal, and the ability to Petrify. But realize, most stages cannot be petrified. Okay, so it did help me on a lot of like the standard floors, but at a point, it stopped working, right? So again, keep that in mind. I saw Escanor. I knew I needed Escanor. He is a 10 out of 10 DPS. A 10 out of 10 DPS. Make sure to grab him. At a point, you can grab Brunhild. If you have Brunhild, that will work too. She does wonderful when it comes to DPSing the boss. Gluxinia is a second floor boss. Be ready for that one. That's going to be rough. With this one, there's literally no gimmick. Gil Thunder and the other two. Nothing that was like very much problematic or anything. So what I would say is for this one, just keep attack, disable them, and that's it. That's all you have to do, right? Because on this one you can do that compared to other ones. I did counter up also because I had melee, but that requires to be attacked for that to work. I then said, all right, so I have this. I'll get the Petrify off because Jericho's bleed or ignites are super annoying. So do it that way. But yeah, just kept stalling, kept ulting. Droll's ult is an AoE ult, and it's a pretty strong one at that. So it was helpful for a lot of the stages, but the entire goal was to petrify, to stun, to petrify, to stun. So that's something that I kept on going for. And that's how I cheesed most of the floors where you can debuff. But before you try to debuff, read them. Read what their kit says. If it says immune to petrify, freeze, and the other ones, or immune to all debuffs, then you can't do it. Then you have to be forced to just, raw damage it. For example, here I would have rather had like Escanor on team instead of melee. Melee ended up not doing too much, like throughout everything. Terrible pickup by my part. And he's a character that I carried for how long? Just wanted to get rid of him. But I did make the replacement later on for a bit of a better character. But this one was just annoying. This Labyrinth is just annoying. A lot of the gimmicks are also SR based, so there's like a lot of SR characters lying everywhere. But it's like, who wants them? You know what I mean? None of them really worked for me. There's a good character you can pick up, which is Twigo at the start, and then run like Matrona and again that same team that I mentioned, right? Being the giant team, right? Matrona and Scotty. But you have to survive to that point to make sure your RNG works, where you can pull Matrona and Scotty. Because in this run here, I didn't see Matrona or Scotty once. I kept seeing useless characters. Like you have Knighthood Boss Camilla here. You had Green Ludo here. Very wonky things, right? But I will tell you, at the very end of it all, you do have some good festival units, which are, again, permanently. Mael is in there. I didn't see Escanor. I think Escanor was banned from this content, actually. Hell was in there. I saw Hell also. I did see, I think AM Melly's also in there. And there's a few others, right? I didn't see Tyr. I didn't get Tyr in any of my runs. Any of them. I didn't get Freya in any of my runs. But I know Brunhild is in there for certain. And I know that, given Hell's in there, you would think maybe Tyr's allowed. But again, Tyr's another character where he doesn't work when it's, when they're not debuffed, he kind of misses out. So realize that now. Yes, he forces the debuff, but they cleanse it off. So also keep that in mind. Like this is another very annoying boss. Like, look at this, ready? This entire, like, me going against this boss here took so long. So we're at 8 minutes of the video already. If I would have forwarded this up, dude, I'm still fighting the boss, alright? All I did here, I was like too long, didn't read. Kept attack disabling them, kept ulting, kept stunning them when an ult was kicked up. Then you just go through, just drain from his ult. That's all I did, and look how long I did this for, bro. So we're another minute, more time, we're not there yet. Alright, the counter comes up, we had Petrified to, like, survive. We're 2 minutes in, still nothing. And then finally, again, at this point, we now beat it. It took forever, and this is sped up gameplay. This is a little sped up, just so I don't have to go through it. So it was about a 4-minute boss, bro. So freaking annoying. And it's not a final floor thing, right? It's just a standard floor thing. So you have to realize that this thing has a bunch of those garbage things here. And over here, like, what are these picks, bro? Literally, what are these picks? And I'm pretty sure I paid the 10. No, I didn't. I just skipped it. Never mind. Yeah, I was like, all right, maybe I paid the 10. Wait, did I pay the 10? I was thinking, like, dude, what am I going to do? What are these? What are these options? At the end of the game, I did pick up my Yell, by the way. So if I picked up a goddess throughout this time there, would have been a better option, but I chose not to. So yeah, I just swapped. I said, screw it. There's no point. And then I just moved on, right? I think, yeah, then I just moved on. I couldn't do anything. There was nothing good there. Like, for example, another annoying boss here. They all have debuffs also, where it's not just an attack card, and their debuff cards hit hard. So realize that now. So it's like when you're doing this attack disable thing, unless it's a petrify, it's not doing anything because you can still debuff post that attack disable. So many different annoying little gimmicks here. But yeah, again, have a taunt character. My number one thing that I can give you advice for: if you don't have a taunt character, you're just choosing to lose. It's much easier with a taunt character versus not having a taunt character. Being able to keep them alive is much better, right? So again, doing stuff, doing attacks here. I think that, like, look at this, dude. Yeah, you hit for nothing in comparison. Okay, there you go, 14k. You don't hit for much. You're constantly not life stealing. There was one labyrinth where they like upped the life steal. What, like, the biggest advice is, the thing that I told you in the beginning of the video is what you should do. Those little crystals, that green, blue, and red crystal, just buy them, okay? If you're gonna, like, fail the attempt, it's fine. And if you know that, like, your attempt's not looking too good, don't reset. Keep going, go to the shop, and buy things. Buy those buffs, right? Because they are helpful. The extra HP, the extra defense is always welcome. There's a point in the game where you'll, like, be 1 health. You're like, damn, it's a good idea I did that. Here, I picked human allies basic stats, which was probably a terrible idea. But, no way I did strength. I did strength. I was hoping I pull a red character, but again, no Matrona, no nothing. Watch this, ready? Here you go. Like, I just picked up a red buff and nothing. So I'm like, okay, that's wonderful. At this point, I'm pretty sure I just bought a passive and Stone and I left. Yeah, I think I went for the second one, right? So it decreases the hero's damage taken from disadvantageous attributes, which, I mean, it's fine for me. I just bought it because it could be helpful at the end of the day, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, I then went and just bought this because I'm like, if this run is scuffed already, because it's not looking too good on the aspect of me buffing up red team or blue team and just having one blue character and that's it. Because again, I'm not counting Melly. That guy was mid as hell. That guy literally folded so much. To be the point where I swapped that Melly for Demon Melly, the other, like, non-Fez Demon Melly, and he was also garbage. So, yeah. And then there's Gerhard. Oh, don't get me started on Gerhard. This character heals 99% of the time. Has a revive, by the way, on 50% HP. If you hit this character below 50%, right, she will fully heal and remove all debuffs. Be aware. You want to ult. You want to make sure to ult here with a heavy ult and hit. Not an AoE ult, alright? I had to use Escanor's ult to get through this. I made sure to keep my Petrify safe because she will keep ulting. And when she ults, she will hit like a truck. She will kill you. So, what you're going to do is, and what I did here is I upgraded Droll, right? Now, all I did was attack like that and then do this so that I can keep my team alive. Because again, she's an annoying character. She'll go for Droll anyways, right? So the only point here is to keep him alive by doing this. Because remember, that's how these bosses are designed to do that. And this is not the end game boss. This is not the end game boss. So realize that now. Getting attacked, and now ult is right there already. Now you have to deal with that being the most annoying thing ever. So now you have to upgrade again. I wanted to upgrade to a gold. Why? To stall to me allowing my Escaner to have his, you know, his ult. And then just one shot, correct? Because getting after that 50%, she'll just keep healing. If you don't have a Petrify card or a attack disable card, you're done for, dude. And I swear, it's rigged. When they know that the character is going to get attack disabled, they automatically give her like 30 heals. I once got 3 gold heals in a row. How? She just gold healed back to like 100. I'm like, oh, this game is dog crap. But yeah, I'm checking like any gimmicks or anything I can check. There you go. She has full ult gauge, so if I break it, it's not going to work, right? Because she's just going to ult right away. So I said, all right, let me just rush ult here. I could have got Gold's ult per se, but I couldn't like replace a card off bench. Right, if I could hit a merge, I could get his ult. That was like the backup plan to, like, you know, drain, you know, everything. But I said, all right, that much health, you know, Escanor could do it. Let me just sprinkle in a little bit here, being just that for a little bit of a peppering, you know, pepper damage. Let's see this. So it only did 10k, not too much, pushing close to that 50% threshold. Then just killing through the ult, because you don't want to deal with it. Once she heals, it's annoying, bro. Because she cleanses, if you built up any debuffs, that's over. So realize that now. Now here again, I kept getting speed. So I'm like, all right, at this point, just let me get HP because I have my my troll here as my tank. Now here, I'm like, let me get a blue character. I had King. Probably King would have been a better thing, but that guy does no damage. He does no damage, and the only point of having him was like the heal. So I'm like, do I even need this dude? And I was checking if I could like go for the other one because there is no worth it character here. But I went for her just because I don't know. There was no point, but I did it. I then kept reading it for like 2 hours trying to see it. I went for it. Here, I just bought another hero upgrade because there's nothing else. There was nothing of value because again, I spent my currency to refresh, got nothing. So again, time progresses. We're going against Gloxinia now. I will be honest, this boss had me on my freaking toes. I was screaming. I'm like, yeah, oh no, I'm done. This boss is so annoying. So she has, or he has, sorry. Like, what is it, Ruin or a Blockade or whatever, just attack Disable. On top of that, Bleed. On top of that, if you attack the freaking character, you get Ignites on you. Oh my god. Put everything that's annoying in one bucket. You have Gloxinia as a boss here. The ult nukes, so keep that in mind. Through a droll, whatever, it nukes. Now here we go. All right, now I can ult. I'm like stressing. You had to see me behind the monitor here. I'm stressing, dude. I'm like, it's over. It's all over. I'm ulting. I'm like, this should kill. Look how much it does. Piss. 81k. Now here we go. Now I'm debuffed. Now I won't do anything. As soon as you get debuffed, you're literally hitting for water. So what you're gonna have to do on the stage is make sure to taunt up with a different character, have that character attack constantly until you build ults on everybody else, or at least gold cards, and then hope and pray that those gold cards do enough. Because once you attack, you're gonna either have to attack with somebody else, because that's not gonna do any damage, right? Like look at Gothar's card here. Gothar's stupid AoE will do much more than what our actual Escanor did, right? Look at that, he did 5k. That's much more than what Escanor could have done, right? Just because it's super annoying with how you do it. 22k, I know it's like relative, but in comparison, per se. Just go with it, alright? That whole point got disproven so fast, but you know what I'm trying to say. So I got ulted on here. My Roxy that just got dead automatically. I'm like, wonderful, bro. Attack with this and then hoping that the everything else would kill. But you know, I should have just ulted straight through. I forgot that I got cleansed there. Because of that, now just lost the like lifesteal, whatever little lifesteal it is. It's like a 1k lifesteal. Even the lifesteal was bullcrap, dude. You couldn't lifesteal any times. I could never once lifesteal properly. It was the most annoying freaking thing, dude. Hate this game. Continuing onwards, another bad batch here of characters. I'm like, no, dude. At this point, probably should have went for like that Arthur, the PvE Arthur. Instead, I got crappy Meliodas here. Definitely messed this one up. Definitely, I could have just went for that Arthur and just ran with it. Instead, I went for Melee. Hated my decision right after. I'll forward up a little bit. This is the next boss here you'll go against. And with this boss here, not that hard, but I didn't want to take any damage because my Escanor was already like in the middle area here, so I didn't want him to like die. And they're all blue, by the way, so if you brought any red characters, so if you're running red team, remember this floor is sort of to counter you in a way. There are like 2 blue bosses that are very powerful, alright? There's also a single target boss that's green, so if you're running the blue team, you're dead. And you can't, I don't think you get a festival character until the very end. I never got one earlier. I only got one at like the very end, the last pick, which would be a festival character. And I would recommend to ruin your team. If it like your whole team will get ruined to put that festival character on. Like if it's Melee, if it's Mael, it's fine. Those characters will like sell on the last boss there to be where it's like worth it to even think about ruining your team. Because some people are running like a full mono team. At that point, I would just ruin it just to throw them on because they are very powerful to kind of compete against them, right? But again, here I brought Meliodas here. This guy helped me for one stage and then died right after. You'll see, he's dead in like a second. Against the next boss, because the next boss is green and the next boss is so freaking much. So much annoying stuff, bro. But yeah, did this. Escanor will finally kill here. Again, like you see, the lifesteal is just piss. 63k, lifesteal like 2k. 1k, 1.6k, bro. Yeah, continuing onwards. Let's see what else we get here. We have increase. So increase heroes attack, giants unknown, and then this. I hated all of them. I was like, my troll's dead. Who knows if I can get him revived and if he survives and if he's useful later on. I then skipped, and then I went with, just know how much I made a mistake. I went for heroes HP, okay, for humans, and I didn't pull another human till the end, correct? And then I got like a festival unit, which was Mael. I'm like, at this point, all I can do is that. So if I got like a goddess buff, would have been better to do the goddess buff. But again, realize that like Mael and Melly are like the big picks at the very end there to help you. And that's Mael without Goddess name, by the way. Literally. He carried so much. But this is the boss. Here you go. Watch this. This will make you cry. This will make you cry. This is the guy. Oh my god, bro. This annoying thing. So, massive single target. Can't be debuffed. This is what I'm talking about. Randomly throughout the stages, you'll have these bosses. And, you know, they'll be just freaking annoying. Here you go. Watch this. Yep. Can't be debuffed. I'm like, alright. There we go. Now what? Can't use my Escanor. Can't use my Melly's Corrosion. Can't use anything. All I can do is really this. And you hit for nothing. Like, you'll do, like, a smidge of damage. I had to keep rushing ults and keep ulting, leaving my Escanor in, like, one shot. That's how bad it was, right? And that's why I also recommend where if you know the run is tarnished, you know it's dead, just buy those little buffs. Because when you come back at it, that, like, extra 1,000 HP, 2,000 HP they gave you, it'll come in huge, bro. Also, there's a defense one, there's an attack one. All those little extra stats are so helpful, so be okay with it. Even if you have to, like, just do it a few times just to get that out the way, it's fine. You can, like, rush through it. If you run go through and, like, do that for the first floor, just keep rushing that and keep buying that buffs. It's worth it, in my opinion. But also on the stage, can't ult. Yes, dude. Give me a W in the chat. Can't freaking ult. So another annoying gimmick on top of it all. They just have so many. Like, shout out to Marble for making the most annoying gimmicks on the stage, dude. I was contemplating quitting this game at the same time, right? But, yeah. Kept on going, kept on doing everything. Here we go again. All right, did this, perfect. Didn't do anything because you know, that doesn't work. Got attacked here. Again, he does pretty good damage, whatever it is. And you can't cleanse it off, by the way. It's a great debuff, so you're stuck with it until like a turn occurs. Where I think it's this turn here now. After I take the head-on hit from his ult, I can then now ult. And that ult is the only reason I won because my Escanor survived and I was able to ult. As you can see, 13k, like, you're not doing anything. You're basically tickling him, which you're doing, right? Plus, he heals 2,000 per that. The ult hit. I'm like, oh, no, it's over, bro. And my Escanor said, I'm still standing. So, W Escanor. Look at that, dude. Oh, just a smidge of health. That's why I say those HP buffs are super helpful. I hit with that. And I'm like, at this point, I was ready to just leave. But 27k, and then we hit, like, a truck. 110. Got him out the way. Very annoying boss again. And this is not even an end floor, and you heal for 3k. It's super bad, bro. It's super bad, but keep that in mind. I went for increases allies HP over here, because again, like, debuff, if I did those debuff buffs also, it would have been so much better for my Mael at the end, right? And at this point here, again, no good character. Like, none of these characters would really work for me, so I just said, screw it. And then, you know, the passives, they're kind of pointless. Pretty sure I didn't even buy a passive, I just bought one of those buffs. I was checking where the next shop is. But I said, you know what? Let me just buy it. I think I bought the 20. I'm pretty sure I did. I didn't want to check the pass. I was so mad. No, I bought a revive. Never mind. Again? Hey, I'm wrong. Never mind. I did buy it. I knew I had bought it, bro. So, yeah, purchased that because I really, really needed it. Moving onwards, I went for a heal because, again, I needed that also. I needed to, like, keep my Escanor alive. He's, like, my only damage dealer. And then going into this stage over here. You ready for this? Oh, my God. Another annoying boss. It's going to be Galland and Melascula. This is what I went against. Yeah, with this one. How I ended up winning was attack disabling, because you can attack disable. You can, but there's a big but here. What happens is you do get bleed a lot, and you do get a lot of those recurring disable and everything. So as ults go by, you're going to have to really tank perfectly well. Otherwise, you're done for. And it doesn't matter. In some instances in this thing, you've never had it where, like not the floor boss can out CC. Like, again, when they out CC, they go first. Here, doesn't matter. If you're not above enough CC, you're gonna be out CC'd, and they're gonna just win, right? So, as in going first. I just butchered the entire pronunciation of the entire sentence. What I'm trying to say is, it doesn't matter, right? At the end, usually, when they out CC, they go first. In every other stage, you can have one character and still out CC and still go first. Doesn't matter. Here, every boss floor, every boss like this considered a boss, that green one maybe considered a boss. If they out CC you, they go first. So, very stupid mechanic. Which is annoying also because it happens constantly. And if you are, like, you're going to be losing characters. You see this, I lost Escanor. You're going to be losing characters constantly. You will constantly be out CC'd on the off floors. Which is, again, why? Why? But, how did I do it? Gother kept draining. He kept taunting up. Every time he taunted up, I was trying to get his ultimate, because his ultimate hits for pretty good damage in comparison. But you can see, even they all have debuff attacks. They all have debuff attacks, because they know that you're going to go for what you're going to go for, running a sort of, attack disable team, and they're going to counter that. So keep that in mind. Again, the main carries, I would say, if you have Matron and Scotty, they do a lot of damage. and they tank up very well. That's like a very good team. Buff up strength, buff up giants, do it that way. Throw Droll in the mix. If you have Droll, throw that in the mix. But again, you want to go for like a DPS. Try to go for a red one. I've seen, again, Escanor just mainly as the carry for everyone. Just because he does a lot of damage. Here again, attack disable. Now I have to drain because that exists. I'm like, all right, let me just drain this turn. I have to save that petrify, right? Because I need that petrify later on. I'm like, should I just rush his ult? No, I'll just use it now. Because again, I'm just trying to stall. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to stall. There was a debuff attack. I'm pretty sure that was a gold attack. If that hits, you're dead, dude. They hit so hard. So there you go. At this point here, I think I just stall. I think I just swipe. Yeah, because if I break that penetration, I'm dead, dude. Just gonna annihilate us. So there we go. Did this. I meant to petrify. Not what I said. There's this. There's this. And there you go. Then I was basically done with the stage. I think I had to ult, and then I finish it up. So very, very draining Labyrinth throw. I would say this is not... I don't know if I would say this is the hardest. I still think that first one was just an annihilation. That thing was nuts, bro. But it's definitely on, like, top 3 hardest, I would say, in my opinion. And again, I'm always going to get those comments saying, dude, this was so easy, GoGo. Why are you complaining, man? No, it was hard. I do not want to hear it. It was pretty hard. But maybe you had better RNG. That's what it was. Maybe RNG changed it all. At the end of the day, Giant Team was golden, right? There's a chance. I don't know if it's, like, locked to, you know, if you don't have the character, you can't get them. Green Matrona exists, and if you can pick up Green Matrona, oh my god, pick her up. There's also a DN that exists that buffs Giants. There's also that, so... Yeah. But at the end of the day, I think that the festival unit, whoever you pick up at the end, is the better part. You know what I mean? Just keep that in mind. Genuinely. Whatever festival unit you pick up, doesn't matter if you break team, that's the character who's going to carry you. And here you go. No festival unit. I was about to jump out a window, because you are personally supposed to get one, right? You're supposed to. And there was nothing. I already had 25 currency. I only had 25 currency, so I only get one refresh. I am sitting here crying. Like, did you want to know what my face looked like? I was just depressed. I'm like, oh, I have to do this again, bro. No, I hate refresh. I got Mael. I said, you know what? Mael without Goddess team. I've trashed on this guy enough. Maybe it's time to change things. You know what I mean? And, yeah, Mael carried. I will take back any of my... I never slandered Mael, so I don't want to hear that. All I've slandered him for is not returning it fast enough. That guy was gone, bro. I'm like, you guys could, like, rerun him at a point. You know, we kind of need Mael, bro. But, there you go. Mael showed up. I was like, the gotcha gods have saved me. Hell is there, but the problem is she requires debuffs, right? So I was too scared to do it because a lot of bosses in the final floor can't be debuffed. So I'm like, is it even worth it to go for her then? And at a point, like, if you got her earlier in this thing, she'd be very helpful. But that's not the case, right? So there we go. I went for just a heal to keep my Gother alive so that I can, like, rank up. Because now that I have Mael, I'm like, okay, the best thing I can do is just keep ranking up Mael because he's going to slaughter, right? And I did know already this character was a green and a red. I was reading through the stuff on Global because I forgot their things. I don't want to show you that. You probably know that. But what are their gimmicks? Nothing important. Just attack them. That's all I feel like, right? Just you know, raw damage them, get Cusack out, and then just keep going, right? This is how I did it. I used Mael. Mael was my carry. If I didn't have Mael, I'll be honest here, I'd be on the ground right now. When it comes to, I'll be at the restart line, actually. That's what I'll be. So realize that now. But again, I kept getting Mael cards, kept ranking them up. That's all I did this entire time. But you see, they do a lot of damage. So you have to be ready for that. Bringing in a blue character, or again, you have red and a green. They're going to slaughter most of them. So do keep that in mind. But doing this, that's why I had that also that buff where it's like disadvantage and whatever. It's helpful, that little buff there. Gold card in, 74k on one. I'm like, I'm stressing, dude. You had to see me. I'm stressing. I'm like, is it enough? Escanor taking a lot of damage. I'm like, oh, this is an issue. It's an issue. But there we go again. Took another hit here, and I think we worked it out at the end. Right? They all have ignites, by the way, so that's another little thing, and they keep popping it when you get attacked by the second attack. So be aware of that. I'm like, all right, now I gotta take that out because that ult will hit you hard. It hits you hard. On KR, I almost lost here because those ults are very powerful. So realize that. But Mael said, I am that guy, taking out that that wonderful, wonderful Cusack. Chandler's left, but again, he's tanky as fudge, bro. Taking hits, not doing too much. He will attack my Escanor here for measly damage, and here we go. Here's Mael coming in clutch with that beautiful, beautiful ult. I said I'll debuff first because, you know, you can debuff this apparently. I didn't know that running into it. But yeah, that does stick. And yeah, we finished it. All right. Very annoying boss. Very, very much that I don't like this game because of this this thing. But Yeah, yeah. That's how it went. That's how it went. All right, that's literally how my wonderful Labyrinth went. So hopefully this guy was helpful. Hopefully some of my advice becomes of use to you. And I will end the video now because I just officially made a 30-minute video. Can I get a W in the chat, boys? Imagine. Take care, have fun, and yeah. That's the video. My tip is just make sure if you are failing a stage, just go and buy those buffs and then restart it. Those buffs will come in clutch and they can just really help you clear. Like if you buy it enough times, like let's say 3 or 4, meaning you went through 4 shops only 4 shops. When you come back that next match, even if there were only 4 of them, you'll destroy. Those small little buffs are huge for people, all right? So realize that now. If it's really being an issue for you, just keep farming the first floor, get to that shop, buy that buff, restart, buy that buff, restart, buy that buff, and then go then on the 4th time, you'll destroy it. Those buffs are powerful, all right? Take care, have fun. That's been it for me.